So I saw this video of Justin Blue talking about, supporting these young black boys when you see them selling water and selling candy. And, it just really inspired me to tell you guys a little bit more about me. So when I was a kid, we used to go and sell candy for extra money. And it was like a church group that we would go with, not like a big church. It was like a really small, like somebody having church in their house type of church group. And it was a small church group, and they would take us out to like different supermarkets, and we would stand in front of the doors, and we would sell candies, and we would sell candy bars for $2. And we get to keep $1 for ourselves, and then $1 went to the fundraiser. And let me tell you, that was some of the most fun I've had in my childhood. One, because we made pocket money. We got to spend time with each other. We had fun standing out there making jokes, trying to find different ways to, be creative on selling this candy, and then sometimes funny things would happen to us. But we were safe and we were supervised. And so recently, one day I was in the Bronx working, and I saw a little girl who just reminded me of myself. I saw a little girl, and she was selling candy, and I gave her, I just had it on me at the time. I gave her $10, right? And I didn't want any candy. I try not to eat white flour, white sugar, and white rice, right? So I gave her the $10 because I remember being a kid, like when somebody would just give you a tip like that, you would be like, you didn't even have to give up your candy. Yo, that was like the best. So I gave her $10, and so I was just like, what's your name? And come to find out, the little girl had the same name as me. And I just started crying because I felt like I was giving the money to myself. So I just wanted to share that story with you. When you see these kids out here, there's so many other things that they could be doing. And, I used to be one of those kids out there hustling money and hustling candy for money and stuff like that. So, foster that hustle spirit in these kids. Like, I don't buy the candy, but I will give them money. I just give them money because I know what that was like being out there. You know what I'm saying? So even if you may not know what it's like, just help them out. You know what I mean? Like, even if you don't want the candy, just get them $1 or $2. You know what I'm saying?
Black boys on the corner selling water, and a lot of people just pass by and don't support. And I really work to support them as much as possible, because we always complain about people getting into crime, or people getting involved in gangs, or people selling weed or selling whatever in order to make money. But how can you chastise these young men when you don't support them when they're trying to do right? And so, with that being said, you gotta try to work to support them whenever you have an opportunity to. So it's summertime, these boys out here slaving. They could be doing anything else. I just want to tell everybody, they need to support y'all when they see y'all out here. So that's why I got my camera out. But bring me 3 more.
3 more?
Yeah. We live in a ruthless country when it comes to dealing with our black males. And so I just really want y'all to show black males more compassion, man. And show more support. All right, man. Hey, keep doing your thing.
All right.
For sure.